Welcome, everybody, to Respawn Please, the weekly video game podcast where two dum-dums come together to talk all things video games. I'm your host, Jesus. And with me, as always, is the Curious Gamer, the Mercy/Anna main, Elias. I was about to say my own name again.
You started playing Overwatch.
Yeah, I started playing Overwatch. No, I have not.
Oh,
I
boy.
have not started
Do
playing
not.
I was tempted. And I was like, you know what? It's coming out in October. Or 2 is coming out in October. I can play them when it's free.
Yeah, wait till 2.
But today we have a lot of video game stuff to talk about. Some exciting, fun stuff. There was game breaking news that I want to show you before we got started, and then I forgot. Which I cannot. I can't.
It's okay. Well, you put it in the dock or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the dock, we're not. It's not actually going to. It's a joke that I wanted to do on you.
So hilarious.
Here, I'll put it in there. There you go. I want you to go look at that.
Go
look at that leak. This is not good content for anybody. Anyways, we have a lot of video game news to talk about.
What?
Do you like it?
Oh my god. I've seen something like this before, but with Charizard. And I was like, what is going on?
For those that want to know, I sent Elle a picture of Thick Pikachu from Twitter. It's
oh my god.
It's Thick Pikachu with a big butt.
Big old booty butt.
Big old booty butt. Anyways, the video game news, we have a Cult of the Lamb review roundup, and it's getting awesome, amazing reviews. And I'm also going to talk about my own experience with it so far. We have Marvel's Midnight Suns delayed. I'm sure that's a heartbreak for a lot of people.
Oh no!
Netflix can't get people to play their games. Didn't even know that. I'm going to be honest, didn't know I had the games, but we'll talk about that. PlayStation pays to block games on Gamepass. Elden Ring coming to Game Pass. Nope, that was a bug, so that's not happening. Sorry. And then PlayStation Plus Essential and Premium games for the month of August. So we have a lot to talk about. We'll start with, but before we get into all that, what you been playing now? What you been doing this past week?
All right. So I'm playing some of my usuals with some new. So of course you got your Slay the Spire, right? Of course I'll play an occasional Overwatch here and there, right? I actually played something, a game on Steam. For some reason I wanted to play it. Typing of the Dead. I was playing Typing of the Dead.
What is that?
That's basically do you remember those arcade games that are like House of the Dead where it's kind of like all you do is just point and shoot?
Yeah.
And it kind of goes through a map and it has some sort of story. So it's basically that, except in order to shoot, you have to type words. It's basically like a typing program. And so you just type. It's an old game. And so I played that for a little bit. Eventually decided, why did I buy this game? I don't like this game anymore.
How much did it cost you?
$20. And then, but I just returned it and got my $20 back.
Oh, so you got it within the time limit of
within the time. Literally, I think I was one night chilling. I did it late and I wasn't thinking, and I was like, let's just play it. And I was like, maybe I'll like it. I played it for a little bit and I was like, okay. And then after an hour or two, I was like, no. And then returned it. Luckily, it was under the minimum amount for Steam or whatever, and then I got my money back. And so now I'm gonna spend that $20 on something else.
Well, so, I have a game for you to play. It starts with a cult. It ends with a lamb.
I'm glad you said that.
It's $25. It's $25, but
$5 extra.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
But played that, and I think that's about it so far from what I remember.
Yeah.
What you been playing?
I've been playing Fall Guys. You know, I addicted to Fall Guys. Fall Guys. Always playing Fall Guys. Pokemon, of course. Doing my morning streams. Trying to collect shiny Eevees, and that's proving a lot longer than it should take. It's taking incredibly long time to the point that I'm like, I don't know if I want to shiny hunt anymore. That's how long it's taking. Like, I'm tired of hatching these stupid Eevees. I love Eevee, but I'm tired of looking at Eevee. I have 2 shiny Eevees though, so I got 2 of them out of 9 because I'm trying to get an Eevee for every evolution so I can evolve them and all that. Anyway, it's not important. Outside of that, I started playing Plague Tale Innocence on my stream. It's nice going back to that game after, I think it's like, I haven't played that game in like 2-3 years or something like that. It's been a while. It's been a while. And then I have been playing all day since I intended to only play like an hour or two when it unlocked around like 10 o'clock my time, and that is Cult of the Lamb. Nice. I intended to do like an hour or two because I was like, this is my first day not having to go help my mom set up her classroom and stuff because school's about to start for my mom, and so I was helping her move into her new school and crap. And today was the first day I didn't go do that because she's like in meetings all day and stuff. So I was gonna play Cult of the Lamb, and then I was gonna go do some yard work, mow the lawn and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I start playing, and next thing I know, it's 3:00. I was like, oh shit. I've beaten the first 2 bosses, the first bishops as they're called. I beat the first bishops, heretics, whatever you want to call them. I beat the first 2, and I have 3 more left. So I made a lot of room into the game, and I'm like, yeah, I love this game. This game's amazing. We'll talk about Cult of the Lamb though in the review roundup. Cool. Outside of that, I'm trying to think what else have I been playing. Watching a lot of anime again. Still watching a lot of. I got the anime bug right now. I started watching a soccer one. Aoshi. Yeah. Do you know?
I think I've seen it. I haven't watched the series. But if it's a sports one, most likely I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, it's a kid that's in he's in like middle school, and he tries out for a junior youth club. That's like supposed to be one of the best in Japan and all that, and he tries out for it, and he of course makes it and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm only like 6-7 episodes in. I think there's like 24 episodes in this first season. It's the first season saying it's one of the new animes of this like anime season. You know what I'm talking about? How they yeah. So it has 24 episodes, and I believe the season for it is done. But it's good. It's good. It's really good.
Nice.
It's always fun to like see the absurdity of like, because like so the kid he has this innate ability to like see everything on the field, and when he goes into that vision, it's like a bird is flying over the field, and so you like see it from like a bird perspective. It's really cool. It's really cool. It's like, nice. Man, I wonder if anybody is you trying to tell me that he goes into a bird. Anyways, but yeah, it like everything goes black and white, and it's like looking down like it's a bird view and stuff. It's really cool.
Nice.
Anyways, yeah. So I've been watching anime. And that's about it for me. Outside of that, nice. Man, I'm ready and eager to talk about Cult of the Lamb, because guess what? It is good. It's really good. It's getting a lot of good reviews. As of right now, I forgot to type this into the doc, but Cult of the Lamb on Metacritic has, on its PC side, it has an 82 on Metacritic. On the PlayStation side, there's no PlayStation side of it. All right, how about Xbox? There's no play. Okay, it's only on PC. The PC side of it has an 82 on Metacritic right now. We're gonna pull some of the reviews that stood out to me. Over on IGN, Tom Marks gave it an 8 out of 10, saying Cult of the Lamb is as adorable as it is unsettling. An elastic mix of genres and themes that come together extremely well. Its combat is immensely satisfying, even if its short runs and the relative lack of variety between them doesn't give it the lasting appeal of other action roguelikes. And building my very own cult base and tending to a flock of followers was just as fun as any swing of the axe. I may not revisit it now that the credits have rolled, but Cult of the Lamb is something altogether different that I had an absolute blast playing. I just stumbled over that quote horribly. I apologize. Over on GameSpot, Jessica Howard gave it a 9 out of 10, saying a delightfully demented roguelike that combines fast-paced dungeoneering, bold art, dark topics, and real-time simulation elements to create a one-of-a-kind experience. It couples 2 popular genres and smartly avoids their potential pitfalls while showcasing the best things they bring to the table. Take all this and add a simple but engaging narrative, and you've got a cult classic game well worth playing. Then over on the Game Informers, I have a review from Game Informer by Wesley LeBlanc. This one is sort of taken out of context because the Game Informer review didn't really have like a summary sort of statement like the GameSpot and IGN did, but I want to highlight some of the pitfalls that both the GameSpot review and the IGN review mentions, but doesn't like really dive into. So, but this is what Wesley LeBlanc has said. I only wish its base building provided the same kind of satisfaction a combat does. It's not the opposite of the IGN. When I wanted to focus on designing a cult aesthetically, I found the game pushing my hand towards focusing on resource management, chipping away at the fun I was having otherwise. Building your cart from the ground up and designing its headquarters is fun, but you're soon pushed into using your cult as a means of manufacturing in-game currencies and resources, and this sometimes gets in the way of actually making my cult feel like home. But Wesley LeBlanc gave it an 8 out of 10 on Game Informer. So, my experience with it so far, I've loved my my long playthrough of it today. I've completed 2 of the dungeons, so there's about 5 dungeons to play through. I have fallen in love with like the base building stuff, the simulation side. The sort of loop that you go on is basically you have to go gather resources. The way you gather resources is going through these dungeons and continuously just going through that loop of getting the resource, getting wood, getting stone, getting gold, getting all of that stuff that you need. Bones. You have to collect the bones of your enemies to initiate rituals and stuff to make your cultist happy and stuff like that. So I have found the game loop enjoyable so far.
Nice.
I think I'm more on the GameSpot side, where 9 out of 10 than an 8 out of 10. Gotcha. I think I'm planning on reviewing this for Respawn Please, our website, respawnplease.com. So I'm going to hopefully get that up within the next week. That is my goal, at least. We'll see.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. I would give this, for me, based on my experience so far, 4 out of 5. I think it's a very fun game. What's holding me back for me, like, really is it's hard for me not to compare it to a game like Hades, because Hades is a roguelike.
I was just thinking that.
Hades is a roguelike, and like the thing I love about Hades is it's incredibly rewarding, but it's incredibly rewarding with incredible characters and incredible narrative. Like, this game doesn't really have that charm that Hades has with the characters. When you go on those loops in Hades, you're always coming back to you're talking to Hades, or talk to the mom of I'm forgetting characters' names off the top of my head. This is horrible. But when you come back to like the hub area of Hades before you go into the dungeon diving part, you're greeted with all of these very colorful and lively characters. And then as you're doing the dungeon diving, when you get the powers from the guards, like Artemis or Poseidon or Zeus, they like pop up and talk to you for a little bit, and they're always very colorful and cheery and happy, and it adds so much charm. And this game kind of lacks that. Okay. It's not really the charming part comes in the village part, the villagers, when you're dealing with your cultists and stuff. Yeah. There's charm there, but there's also a disconnect when you're interacting with them, because you're gonna have to sacrifice your cultists. Like you can. I love the fact that you can design these cultists in any way you want. When you recruit them, you can make them any kind of, like, you can make them a cow, you can make them a horse, you can make them a fox, a wolf, or anything like that. There's like a whole like customization element to it that's really awesome and really fun. That is awesome and fun and cool, but also feels like it doesn't matter you do that, because 10 minutes later you're going to sacrifice those things for resources. So sort of going with the Game Informer feeling like, you're not able to, you feel like you're sacrificing resources and being forced down a path. And I definitely feel that and definitely see that. So there's that weird little, I wish I could have a stronger connection to the cultists before I sacrifice them, to make it harder, to make it actually make me feel like, oh man, this is gonna suck. I have to sacrifice Elias. I created an Elias in my game. I'm sorry, Elias, I killed you because I needed food. I needed stuff. So,
gotcha.
But yeah, like there's also like charm to it as well. Like each character will have like perks and different kind of perks. Some of the cultists that you recruit will rebel against you, and they they become dissenters, and they'll like stand in like this little square area with a megaphone and just like yell, and then some people will ignore the dissenters, some of them will join the dissenters and stuff. It's really it's funny, it's cute at times. Like there's an oddly adorableness to it, because obviously like you're dealing with sheep, you're dealing with like all these animal type characters, and there's an odd adorableness to it that's also twisted in a way, because Then you're turning around and sacrificing all of these animals and stuff. But it's a game that I highly recommend. Like,
okay, nice.
do all these reviews make you want to try it out? I know you played the demo.
Definitely. No, I'm definitely after this podcast. I'm gonna go purchase it.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you gonna get the bundle? It comes with extra skinned things for your cultist.
I didn't even know that. Yeah. Maybe we'll see.
I think it's like $30 on Steam or something like that, but
okay,
it's another $5.
No, definitely. From playing the demo, I had a lot of fun with the preview that they had of it. Of course, from the art style to just the gameplay of it, to the combat, to the loop that you were talking about. So, I did enjoy it. So this is one of the games that I definitely feel like I'm going to go back to, and I will download it and play it. So I'm excited to do that.
Yeah. What I can't remember where the demo stopped because it's been a while since I played the demo, and at this point I've played like 3 hours of this game. So it's like, where did the demo stop?
If I remember right, the demo stopped at the first boss, I think.
Leshy, you could get the Leshy.
So, yeah. So and then that's where
like a good like hour or two for the game.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, but I enjoyed from the demo itself the building of the cult and what goes into it, and so even like I said, even the combat is just like fun because it was quick and you kind of move it around, and the art style was just like real cool looking.
Yeah, like I've noticed like on my runs through the dungeons, nothing like feels incredibly hard either. Like it's not like I never felt frustrated at all. That's something that a lot of roguelikes, a lot of roguelikes frustrate the hell out of me, and that's part of the reason why I can't get into them. With like the exception of Hades and like Slay the Spire, I mean, like those things have scratched my itch. Like with Hades, it was the characters that kept me going because I wanted to unravel this whole story behind all of the characters. But there was times where I'm like, okay, Hades, you're just pissing me off right now because just give me the abilities I want so I can overcome this thing. Whereas with Cult of the Lamb, I haven't felt anything like incredibly challenging. Like when I got to Leshy, I beat Leshy very quickly. Like I was incredibly surprised at how quickly I beat him. Same with the second boss. Each of my runs have been about anywhere from 5 minutes to about 10 minutes, depending on like how much backtracking I'm doing and stuff, how much time I'm taking to decide between, do I want this tarot card or do I want this tarot card? The tarot cards give you like, certain abilities and stuff as you're playing to increase your power. Nothing about it has been incredibly frustrating. The only thing I don't enjoy so far, like the thing that I'm just like, I'm probably never gonna mess with this, is the fishing. I don't like fishing. I don't like fishing in any game really though, because it's always the same. You're like, you got to reel it in and crap, and it's just annoying.
Not in Red Dead Redemption 2? No.
I have never been able to. When I played Red Dead Redemption 2, I never could figure out how to do fishing. So
it's just
I tried it like a couple of times. I was like, I'm getting nowhere with this. So I guess I'm never gonna fish in this game. I'll do everything else in this game. But so I never caught the like legendary fish or anything.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The fishing in this is stupid. It's just annoying. It's just annoying.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, so. There's a cool dice mini game though that I like. That I'm like, this is a kind of cool, clever way. I don't know exactly what it is, but like you can't remember what they call it in the game. But the dice game is basically there's 3 rows, 3 columns and 3 rows, and so like what you're trying to do is pair. You're trying to pair dice, but you're also trying to eliminate the NPC's dice. So. The way you eliminate another person's dice in the game is like, so they play a 1, and so you play a 1 on that same column that they do, and it cancels out their 1. So you're trying to cancel out while also pairing things, because if you pair things, it doubles your points and all that. So if you have 2 5s, it goes from 10 to 20 type of thing. Or maybe it's just extra 5 or something like that, but increases your points, and that's what you want to do. You want to increase your points while eliminating points from the other person. It's fun. It's a fun little mini game that I got addicted to. I don't know why. There's a trophy. I am playing this on PlayStation 5. There's a trophy to beat all of those dice players. So I'm going through that, trying to beat them all. The other thing I will say about Cult of Lamb 2 is that there's multiple zones, not like dungeons, but multiple zones. You got the fishing area. You got this other area. and then there's a couple other areas too that I feel no reason you really need to go to.
Mm.
The fishing area has like a shop where they give you well, first you have to complete a quest in that area to get these shops, but they have a shop in the areas that give you special items like collectibles and stuff like that that you could are decorations, I mean not collectibles, but decorations that then you can use in your temple area. So you can like put a fountain or put cobblestone paths and stuff like that. But you can only get that through either through dungeon runs or going to the little stalls in the fishing area. But you have to first do a quest to unlock those stalls. So, anyways,
Gotcha.
I love this game. I think it's fun. I would definitely. I'm right now sitting on like a 4 out of 5 based on our scale. I think it's a really good game. I don't know if this game is definitely going to be in my top 10. I don't know if it's going to be like my game of the year or anything. I don't know if it'll be in the top 5. Because it might. It's hard to say because there's plenty of good games coming out soon. So we'll see. But yeah, right now I definitely see this game sitting in my top 10 for sure by the end of the year because I think it's a very good game. It's just a very good game. Like it has an enjoyable loop, and as simple as the story is, which you got sacrificed and now you got brought back by essentially what is the devil to build a card for the devil, and so you can unlock the chains that are binding. He's not called the devil. I'm just using the word devil because I can't remember the name. But like chained in the underworld, and so you're killing all of these bishops to unchain this malevolent being to take over the world. I'm sure. My feeling is, not having come close to the end of the game yet, my feeling is like the final dungeon. Like there's like this big door in the little dungeon room areas that you can select. I'm assuming that final door is going to be a dungeon for him where you have to kill him. So is what I'm assuming. We'll see if I'm right. But I'm still deep in the process of playing. I'm probably gonna, when we get off here, I'm probably gonna go play it. So
nice.
But yeah, it's fantastic. Do you have any questions about it or anything that I might be able to answer?
No, I'm interested to see the building of the cults that you were just talking about and just interacting with them. And then just seeing more of the boss fights. Other than that, everything else just looks so cool from, like I said, from what I played in the demo. I'm excited to see. I also agree with you, what you said. I think because I enjoyed the demo so much, I think this could potentially be in my top 10 of games. For me, I don't think it'll crack the top 5. I could be wrong, but so far from what I've played and what's come out, right now I'm like, okay, you could probably be in the top 10. I could definitely see that. So with that, like, no, I'm excited to play it and just get into it.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Let me know what you're going to think about it. I'm really excited about experimenting with something. So on the Twitch side, they have Twitch integration, where if you stream it, your viewers, your chat and stuff can help or hinder you. They can like put like stipulations on like during your dungeon runs and stuff that can hamper you or help you. And then they also it also allows your viewers can the game will draw from your like viewers and name your cultists after your viewers.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was not working today. I was watching Kind of Funny play it. And they had the Twitch stuff, but if you like enabled the Twitch and like clicked on it, it popped up with a message saying, our servers are overloaded right now. We're trying to get it updated. We'll let you know what happens. So I'm hoping that this weekend, because I'm going to be playing it on my stream, I'm hoping that the little Twitch extension will be working this weekend, because I think that's going to be something fun and to play with, to see like if anybody does, like what does it really mean? Like, okay, we're gonna make you have a certain ability or something like that. And I'm just interested in seeing like what can come of that. So,
that's really cool. That's one thing that I'm excited, because I'm slowly starting to see games incorporate stuff like that. Especially too, if you played we both played As Dusk Falls. They integrated like Twitch, where your Twitch followers could vote on the choice to make for it. And so that's pretty cool. I'm excited to see what other games like kind of incorporate that.
The Quarry also has that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I believe The Walking Dead, when they I believe The Walking Dead also has that. Like they like re-released The Walking Dead like a couple of years ago, where you could like
Yeah.
because they like changed publishers because Telltale
Ah.
died for a little while,
Yeah.
and when it died, the original creator of Walking Dead, his company picked up The Walking Dead, like the actual
Ah.
creator of Walking Dead, and then they like
Nice.
got it remastered and stuff. So, anyways,
Cool.
moving on from that, that was our stuff for Cult of the Lambs. It's a good game. Go play it. That's my review. Next up is Marvel's Midnight Sun is delayed. This is from Nicole Carpenter over on Polygon. So this is from the article. This is a quote from Take-Two, which are the publishers. We have made the decision to move back the launch timing of Marvel's Midnight Suns to ensure the teams at Firaxis Games and 2K deliver the best possible experience for our fans, Take-Two said in a news release. The title will launch later this fiscal year on Windows PC, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 5. The Xbox One and PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch versions will follow at a later date. Marvel's Midnight Suns was originally delayed and pushed to October. It was intended to come out this past March, but got delayed till October. Now it's getting delayed again. Does this disappoint you at all that this is getting pushed back? Did you even have your eyes on Marvel's Midnight Suns?
I mean, man, I want to like believe that this would be like an okay game, but I don't know. I kind of feel like they're dropping the ball with these superhero games. As far as just like how, I mean, look at the Avengers game.
Yeah, but Spider-Man's good, and Spider-Man's dropped to PC today, right?
Not today. I think it dropped like a few days ago.
Okay, yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Now, I think it's when you do big group games like this, because I actually used to enjoy games like what's that top-down Marvel game?
Ultimate Alliance.
Ultimate Alliance, exactly. I loved games like that. Maybe if I go back, I'd be like, "Ooh, this wasn't that great." But
I'll tell you right now, you go back and play it, still good.
But no, I'm not surprised because like when they did the original delay, the first one, I was just like, "Oh, okay." I mean, the previews from what I saw from the showcases that they were showing it didn't get me too excited about it.
Yeah.
Maybe this also too has a similar thing where this game, I saw it next to what's the DC version of this with the Robins, the Batman.
Oh, the Arkham
Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights, yeah.
Yeah, that, and I was just like, that doesn't look that appealing. And so maybe I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, Gotham Knights hasn't been delayed yet, so.
Very true. I'm not super excited about it though. But
do you think it's getting delayed because God of War is right around the corner?
Maybe. I think that's a little bit of it. But I think they're also got a lot of stuff to fix.
Yeah.
Like to make sure that it runs smoothly when it comes out.
Yeah, like definitely. Midnight Suns is also like a weird combination of games because there's a card system on top of like XCOM type combat and stuff. So it's like a weird combination of things that, in like early previews, people were like, "Yeah, it seems weird," but you quickly get adjusted to it.
Okay.
So I'm interested. I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
Firaxis, they make XCOM and XCOM 1 and 2 incredible games,
Yeah.
Very popular, but they're also very niche. You know what I mean?
Very, yeah.
Like I remember seeing that and being like, this seems kind of weird, because I don't know how many people would want to play a game like this but maybe with the Marvel name attached to it, that'll be appealing. But yeah, it's interesting to see it get delayed. I'm interested in seeing. There wasn't an exact date given either. Like it's just like it's coming out sometime in our fiscal year, so that could mean they just delayed it by a month. It could come out in November, or it could come out in February when the fiscal the fiscal year ends in March. So it could come out from anywhere from now till March. So
I hope the best for it, because if it's a great game, then I'm all for just having more great games. So we'll just have to wait and see. I just hope everything is good and they get everything down right, and just wait till it comes out.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we can do.
Yep.
Unless you want to call them up and be like, "Hey, I'm important. Deliver this game now." All right. So next up is Netflix can't get people to play their games. My first response to this, when I first saw this headline and people talking about it, my response was, Netflix has games? I knew they had the like weird, they had like their live action,
like movies,
yeah,
like Bandersnatch and all
yeah,
that.
the Bandersnatch stuff. I knew they had that, but like they have a
Yeah,
specific like thing where you can play video games.
I
Um,
didn't know that.
Yeah. So in the this is an article on IGN by Logan Plant. Netflix has been working on its video game initiative for a while now, but it seems Netflix subscribers aren't catching on. According to a new report from CNBC, 1.7 million Netflix subscribers are interacting with the service games on a daily basis, which is less than 1% of Netflix 221 million subscribers. Netflix games have been downloaded 23.3 million times, which equals about 10% of Netflix subscribers. However, that doesn't account for individual users who may have downloaded multiple times. I didn't know they had games. The article goes on to say Netflix current game catalog consists of 24 games, from Netflix adaptations like Stranger Things to multi-platformer to indies like Moonlighter. Yeah. So
Are these like
like
Flash games or something?
I have no idea. I tried to go look for them. I
Yeah.
could not make heads or tails of where I could find them in the app on my PC side of things. Like, it's like tucked away. I did eventually find it. It's like tucked away and it's stupid. Also,
Oh.
the game catalog not that great, and there was a lot of
Yeah.
games that I didn't really care about. So, like for me, this is not a service that I would utilize. I'm like, I was like, whatever. But does this surprise you at all that out of there's less than 1% is actually, and less than 1% is using it, but then somehow 10% of downloads come from the 1%? So who is sitting there deleting it, re-downloading, deleting, re-downloading?
No, that's interesting, because just like you said in the beginning, I did not know Netflix had any games. It's not something that was promoted. At least I don't think so, or maybe I missed the promotion, but I didn't know. And then because they're not, Netflix doesn't have this thing where it kind of just shows, hey, it had like a little, maybe at the beginning where you do the top movies, like now we have games. They didn't do anything like that. And my thing is, like, I guess maybe if they do have games, they must be very like simple games where you just kind of use your remote or something like that. Or at least I think so.
I mean, you can download them onto your PC. So if you're playing on the PC side, so you can use your mouse and keyboard. Because games like Moonlighter, Moonlighter is actually a really good game. Moonlighter is actually very similar to Cult of the Lamb. The only difference being replace Cult of the Lamb with a item shop. You're building instead of a cult, you have a shop that you're trying to build, but then you do. Anyways, not important. Moonlighter, good indie game. Go play it. But yeah, you can use a mouse and keyboard if you download it like on PC. I don't know I don't know like about it on consoles, how that would play out or anything, or if you like download it on like an app. But yeah, it's a weird sort of. I'm surprised that they haven't advertised this very well. Because like when you go to Netflix, you open the app, there is no indication they have games at all.
Very true.
They did do a Netflix games week or day or something like that during the back in June. We did not watch. I did not bother watching the conference because I was like, the showcase or whatever, because I was like, they're not going to show anything that I'm going to care about, because honestly, like they say they have games of Stranger Things, Queen's Gambit. Okay, whatever. Like, well, Queen's Gambit's just chess, so like what do you want from that?
Okay.
What do you want
That's
from
hilarious.
that? But yeah, like, so it's, I don't know, like, if they wanted, I feel like this is like an experiment that you're just trying out. I don't know like how serious they are with it, because like if they were serious with it, they would be advertising it, like, right? Like you would see it. It would at least be in the corner somewhere going, games here, whatever.
Yeah. I think maybe though it's just maybe they're slowly trying to do it because Netflix everybody knows Netflix for streaming movies or TV shows. That's what they know.
I need to stop hitting my light. I keep hitting my light.
And so I think maybe they're like, well, we don't just want to do this too quick to where we get known as streaming videos, or excuse me, movies, TV shows, and video games. And so
Yeah.
maybe they're like slowly start trying to roll it out and get like some sort of like catalog going. Um, just yeah, because I mean, I mean, if this is so it's less than 1%, says a lot. It's just like, well, no, Netflix is where you watch movies, TV shows. You don't play games on there, and so I don't even know how the people who played them found out about this. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I think maybe what they're trying to do is just slowly like start to show these games a little
Yeah.
bit and build up a little library until they're like, okay, we have a good sized library. That's when they'll start like promoting maybe or something.
Do you think this could turn into a Game Pass type thing, but Netflix instead of
No,
Microsoft? No, you don't
I
think
know.
it's ever going to reach that level?
Well, I think it will, but I don't think it'll be that successful.
Yeah.
I think this is them just trying to see if this will work, and they're testing the waters.
Yeah.
And because I mean, with everything that's been going on with Netflix, with them losing like 1 million subscribers,
Yeah.
and them trying to crack down on password sharing,
Password sharing. They laid off a bunch of people, and then
they're trying not to go broke, and so
yeah.
they're trying things out to make them money.
Yeah, because they hemorrhaged. They kept producing stuff, and then that was unsustainable. So
exactly, they just said spend, spend, spend.
Yeah, they're gonna do a. They're also doing a ad.
Ad version,
yeah,
kind of like
version.
Hulu,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, they're gonna go like a Hulu route where there's gonna be an advert. There's like the premium tier where you can get it ad free, but then they have the ad version as well. So
trying to make that money.
Yep. But
so
it
funny,
is what it is. Do you remember back in the day when it was just DVDs?
Yes, I remember.
You just get DVDs. They send them to you in the mail, and then you send them back. Poof.
I remember that. I remember.
Man, simpler times.
Very simple times. I was gonna say I remember Netflix before Netflix, or maybe it was at the same time. Redbox, if you remember that.
Yeah, I mean Redbox is still a thing. You can still go to like Walmart's.
That's crazy that's still a thing to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, they haven't died out.
No, I mean, anytime I've gone to like my local Walmart or Target, right there, because they're like the red boxes are like right in like the front walking area.
Yeah,
I see people stopping by and like getting stuff out. Redbox now has games in them too. Redbox also has video games in there too now.
Very true.
Just like the big games though, because like when I like saw it, I think the last time I think they had like Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed or something. Like they weren't even like up to date games or anything. It was just like the really popular like brand names like Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty and stuff, Battlefield and stuff. But,
gotcha. That's hilarious.
So
pretty soon that'll die out.
I mean, maybe. Who knows? It's not going to die out.
What's that?
I would have. I should have had a better. I don't know where I was going with this. I don't know what my brain was thinking. I was gonna try to segue into PlayStation, but my mind couldn't think of anything for PlayStation. So you know what's not gonna die out? PlayStation.
The console wars.
The console wars, indeed. This is literally just going to fan the flames of console wars, probably. This is what this is. So PlayStation pays to block games on Game Pass. This is an article over on The Verge by Tom Warren. So are you up to date with this whole thing? So down in Brazil, they are currently reviewing the acquisition because the acquisition to get approved, multiple countries and stuff have to approve it. Like the EU has to approve it, UK. So it's not just the US having to approve. And so down in Brazil, they're what is the group called? It's CADE, CADE, the Administrative Council for Economic Defense. They asked multiple they asked multiple publishers and developers what they thought of the acquisition. And so they had multiple replies, and of course Sony replied, and Sony basically was like, "Yo, this is not good because of
course
they're preventing Call of Duty from being multi-platforms, all this other stuff." Microsoft responded with, Sony is paying for blocking rights. So from this article over on The Verge by Tom Warren, Microsoft has claimed Sony pays for blocking rights to stop developers from adding their content to Game Pass. The explosive claims are part of documents filed with Brazil's national competition regulator and part of a review of Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard. This is a quote from Microsoft. Quote, Microsoft's ability to continue expanding Game Pass has been hampered by Sony's desire to inhibit such growth, claims Microsoft in an August 9th filing to the Administrative Council of Economic Defense. As translated from Portuguese, Sony pays for blocking rights to prevent developers from adding content to Game Pass and other competing subscription services. So what do you think about those words right there? Do you think this is a big deal? Do you think this is evil doing on Sony's part?
So no, I think this is business.
Yep.
This almost reminds me of like two kids going at it in the schoolyard saying,
Yeah.
well, at least I'm not doing this, but you're doing that. It's just back and forth. No, I think what it is, it's because I think Game Pass Sony just rolled out their subscription service with games, which is just starting out. And like Game Pass has been going on, I don't know, since forever.
Technically, Sony was the first one into a game subscription type service because PlayStation Now has been around since like 2013, 2014-ish. So they just didn't give a shit about it.
Exactly.
They didn't advertise it. They didn't give a crap about it. And then Microsoft comes rolling in like, we're going to make a big deal about this. So
it's interesting. I'm not surprised because I kind of feel like this is just business and this is how it goes. Where like on the surface, everybody's like, we're all friends, everything's fine, you know.
Yeah.
But then behind closed doors, they're like, we need to stop them. We need to figure out how to top them, you know, and just
we need to cut their legs off. You know, we gotta hobble them somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so interesting because at the same time that Microsoft says this, I wouldn't be surprised if Xbox has done something like this as well. Microsoft, excuse me.
Yeah, like
where they're like, hey, this is exclusive to us for, you know, forever or for a year or whatever before it goes to PlayStation. This is just how they do it because everybody's trying to get a leg up on the other, and so everybody wants to make money, but they want to make more money than the other service.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it is about making money, and like I think blocking rights is an interesting way to express that because you know timed exclusives are a thing. Like Microsoft has done timed exclusives in the past, Sony has too. That's essentially locking out your competitor for at least a year. So it's like now, like if. It's just an interesting thing because, like, both sides do it, and Microsoft trying to play the good guy or playing the whatever guy that they're trying to do here is kind of weird. I mean, at the end of the day, they're both corporations. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about me. They don't give a shit about anything. As long as you're paying money for whatever their service is, that's all they care about. And that's really all this is about. Is like Microsoft obviously wants that deal to go through. They want. They want to own Activision. They want to own the IPs of Activision Blizzard. They want to own Call of Duty. They want to own World of Warcraft. They want to own all that stuff because that's going to boost their revenue at the end of the day. It's going to increase their value, and that's what they want. And so, of course, they're going to go, well, Sony argument isn't you know, Sony's argument is bullshit because they are blocking rights. You know, Microsoft didn't. The interesting thing about this whole thing is that Microsoft never once said, oh, it's they smartly never said this is something we already do. Like this, like they framed it in a way to make it seem like Sony was just sort of
they played the victim.
They played the victim and made Sony seem like the bad guy in this. And it's like, no, you do it too. Like all of this is just bullshit. Like obviously, Sony kind of Sony doesn't really want Sony's scared that the Call of Duty will get exclusive to Microsoft and that'll pull people away from PlayStation. Of course. You know, like that is inevitably going to happen. Call of Duty will probably, even though Microsoft says Call of Duty is going to stay on PlayStation, is it really though? Because
they'll be like, it'll be on there in a year.
Is it really going to happen? Because right now, they said they're gonna Microsoft said they will uphold all contracts that they have that's currently standing with Sony. That they will uphold all those contracts. Well, there's only 3, the contract with Sony is the next 3 Call of Duty games.
Uh-oh.
What does that mean after the next 3 Call of Duty games? You know,
Exactly.
So it's like, what does that really mean? So,
Mm,
it's just funny. This whole
it is.
and the people arguing about this stuff on Twitter and like YouTube and crap and going, "Oh, Sony's bad, Microsoft's bad." Whatever. It's like, guys, you're wasting air on this.
I
Like
know exactly.
this is just normal business. And at the end of the day, they're both companies are trying to find ways to increase value for their systems, for their business plans. Obviously, Game Pass, this Activision Blizzard stuff is to increase value for Game Pass and to
Yeah.
increase and boost Xbox sales.
Yep.
That's ultimately what they want to do because Microsoft is a business.
Yep.
Microsoft is a business at the end of the day, and guess what? Sony is too. That's why
For sure.
Sony is like, no, subscription services are bad. You need to buy the games. Because
Yeah.
guess what? They want you to buy their games. They would
Exactly.
rather they want you to buy their games. So, it's whatever. I don't think either company is in the right here. I think ultimately it's not going to matter either because I'm pretty sure I don't think at the end of the day this Activision Blizzard acquisition is not going to go through. I don't imagine this is going to stop it at all. I think
Exactly.
at the end of the day, because if Microsoft would have already Microsoft wouldn't have gone ahead with this if they didn't think they would already get it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I feel like all of this is just part of the course. We're probably going to see more stuff like this, and the only reason we're going to see more stuff like this is because it's Activision Blizzard. We didn't really see the stuff about Bethesda. Everybody seemed kind of like, oh, Bethesda being bought by Xbox. That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Nobody really cared for Bethesda, but because of the level of money and because it's Call of Duty, it's like people are it's mainly the Call of Duty thing, right? Like that's the thing that's the thing people are so focused on with this. And that was the argument that Sony had in their statement to the Brazil's stuff was that Call of Duty going to an Xbox system would prevent sales of the PlayStation. That was their whole argument. It's like, well, yeah, but whatever. Whatever. So it's a weird, complicated thing, and I think people are getting all twisted. And I think people are also taking this out of context as well. Because I've seen a lot of people go, "Oh, Sony's scared of Microsoft." Sony is not fucking scared of Microsoft.
They're not.
They are not. So don't get it twisted. This is a business thing. This is the only reason we are hearing about this is because of the amount of money that Microsoft is using to purchase. Because it's what, 60 something billion. So it's
a lot of money.
A lot of money. Call of Duty. That's really what it is. That's why it's getting so much attention, because we didn't get that attention when it was Bethesda. It came and went. The conversation around Bethesda came and went. It felt like it was a month. Ooh, this is not good. And then everybody seemed to forget about it. And then a year later, Bethesda, Microsoft got finalized. So it's whatever. This is, yeah. You have anything else that you want to add to this after my stupid rant?
No, you're fine. I just think, it's people need to realize, and it happens, I get if you get caught up into it. Sometimes we get caught up in the fandoms, but understand that business does not care about y'all. They, at the end of the day, what a business's purpose is to make as much money as possible and to just continue to increase revenues of stream. And I'm pretty sure this isn't the last time you'll see something like this down the line. And
I mean, people are. There's already apparently leaks and rumors that EA is going to be next on the in the crosshairs of Microsoft. So
I wouldn't be surprised. I just hey, businesses want to. They're thinking 20 years down the line, 30 years down the line.
And then it is what it is. I mean, it is kind of sucky that we are seeing this consolidation. What does that really mean? We're not going to see the ramifications of this consolidation, this corporate consolidation, for a while. We're not going to see the ramifications for another 2, 3, 4 years probably. Because the deal's not finalized yet. It's not going to be finalized until next year probably at the latest. The earliest I think is at the beginning of 2023. But even then, we won't see what that actually means until 2025, 2026, So
exactly. It's you just have to wait and see, And so let the deal go through, and then even after the deal's done, give it a few years, and then you'll see what what's the result of everything.
Yeah, It's the same with the Destiny stuff. Like Destiny got Bungie just got bought by Sony.
Yeah.
Okay, like what does that really mean? Because like nothing has changed on the Bungie side from the Destiny side of things. But what does that mean 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line when Sony has that big reveal of, oh, Destiny 3 is exclusive to PlayStation. Exactly. People better be pissed off about that. Like, anyways. It's stupid. Like, fanboy warrior, and people are just gonna latch onto this and go crazy about it. It's like
people love to play themes.
Which I don't understand.
People want to feel a part of something bigger that doesn't really involve them.
They love me. Homelander loves me.
Exactly.
That's what. Sorry, I brought the boys in because that's essentially like a theme of this season.
Yeah, exactly.
Of this past season of The Boys. Anyways, moving on from PlayStation Pays to Block Games. This past week, we got big news. I texted you about it yesterday. I was hyped about it. I was like, this is dope as fuck.
I only get to play this game.
Yeah. So this past week, there was leaked images and stuff that were going around on Twitter that showed Elden Ring and a number of other games had the Game Pass logo on it. Well, Microsoft has spoken on this, and this is from an article over on Eurogamer by Tom Phillips. So I'll just read straight from the article. Last night, fans spotted games such as Soul Hackers 2, GTA 5, and Elden Ring were listed with an option to play via cloud streaming. Some speculate this was being rolled out now in advance of Gamescom announcement later this month. But Microsoft has now said that the games listings, which also flagged them as being part of Xbox Game Pass, were bugged, and that the issue has now been fixed. I gotta just say, it was so disappointing seeing this. Yeah. I was so excited because I was like, Soul Hackers 2, that just saves me money because now I don't have to pay for Soul Hackers 2 because I really want to play the game, but now it looks like I'm gonna have to pay it. Or are they just tricking us? Conspiracy time!
I was just thinking that. I was like, this is them going, no, that was a mistake. That actually something got hacked and bugged. It's not that. And then they're like, gonna pull the rug from under you and be like, actually, we lied. All of it's true.
Yeah, Gamescom's gonna hit. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, guess what? Elden Ring, bitches. They're gonna drop the news.
Just drop the mic and just
go. I mean, I believe it was a bug, but I do.
Yeah.
Part of me is like, it's probably a bug, but it's also probably something that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Maybe not like immediately. Maybe it won't be Gamescom. Maybe it'll be like a month or two from now. Maybe it'll be like at the tail end of September, October, or something, like going into the holiday season, like boosting this and go, look at our Game Pass holiday lineup. You know what I mean? Like they'll have Elden Ring, Soul Hackers 2. Look at all these hot games that have come out over the course of this year. You can play them now on Game Pass in our holiday lineup, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I do think there was a bug, but I think the bug was like, oh, they revealed it too soon, like type of thing. Like, you know what I mean? Because like it would make sense that, especially if they're going into the holiday, they want to make Game Pass very appealing because that's when you're going to, hey, buy 3-month subscription and give it to your family member that loves video games and has an Xbox or has a PC and they want to play these games. Like it would make sense. Like it. I know that's falling into sort of a conspiracy theory, but it would make sense. Like we're getting close to the holidays. Maybe it doesn't happen in August. Maybe it doesn't happen in September. Maybe come October, we see these holiday specials start popping up. We see the holiday lineup. It's Elden Ring. It's Soul Hackers 2. It's this. It's that. Like to boost that going into the, to boost it. Like it just makes sense. Like, and this is a really weird bug to just randomly happen.
Really weird.
Like, so I don't know. But yeah, like a part of me is just like, yeah, this is probably going to happen, and it's just inevitable.
It's just a matter of time.
Yeah. The other thing, like that I got to thinking, this is really going into the conspiracy side of things. Like Elden Ring coming to Game Pass, especially like if it does within the next couple months, and then if it doesn't, it doesn't. No skin off my bones. I don't really care. Yeah. But like, my thinking was like, this could give Elden Ring sort of a new life in terms of going into award season too. Like, you bring it to Game Pass, that gives the not like anyone's going to forget Elden Ring. Like, I think regardless, Elden Ring's going to be game of the year for a lot of people. Yeah. But it does bring it back into conversation, going into the holidays, going into the award season. You know, Game Awards are going to be in December. So it's like you bring it back around and you go, hey, Elden Ring, we're still here in case you forgot us. I doubt anybody did, but in case you forgot us. But because God of War, you know, coming out, it could be a way to, not saying that that's what they're doing, but because God of War is coming out, Elden Ring coming back out on Game Pass, being like, hey, we're on Game Pass, y'all. Just come talk about us. We're still worth talking about, type of thing. So
definitely, I could definitely see something like that, as to them be like, hey, we know God of War was good and all, but remember us?
We're better. Play us.
Basically.
Yeah, like that's just another conspiracy idea thing. Like I don't think this was. I think this was a bug. I think Microsoft 100%. This is a bug. They never said that none of it was true. They just said it was a bug. So read between the lines, people. You know, it's got to connect the dots. What is that little GIF? That little meme from It's Always Sunny. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
where he's like collecting all the map and dots and stuff. That's what we need to have here. Just connect the dots, man. Do you have anything else you want to say about this?
No,
how disappointed are you? Because I know you were excited yesterday when I texted you.
I was excited because I was like, oh man, I'll finally get to play Elden Ring, you know, and then I'll hate it and then uninstall it, but I'll still get to try it. I was excited. And then I remember you sending that next text and you were like, actually, it was a bug. None of it's coming. And I was like, oh, well. Yeah. There goes that.
Yeah. I was disappointed too, because I was really hoping. Mainly for Soul Hackers, because I just was like, I really don't have the money to buy Soul Hacker. I'm gonna buy it because I want to play it, but like, man, it would have been great saving me freaking $70. My life would have been perfect. I could have used that money towards Pokemon in November. Do you think Pokemon's gonna get delayed? No, it's not gonna happen.
No, it's coming out on time.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right. Well, that was the fun side of the news about Elden Ring. And again, there was arguments around this. People were like, well, this is bullshit. But, you know, we don't have to get into the fanboy war. Because fanboys are stupid. Moving on to the PlayStation Essentials to round out the news for the day. PlayStation Essential and Premium games got revealed for August. There's a hefty lineup. So you're going to get Yakuza 0. You're going to get Yakuza Kiwami, Yakuza Kiwami 2, Dead by Daylight, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, Bugsnax, Metro Exodus, Trials of Mana, Uno. Everybody loves Uno. Monopoly Madness, and Monopoly Plus. Those are the game lineup for August, which is really cool. Do any of these games stand out to you? Do you want to play any of these games?
Definitely. Like all these games, this is actually a really good lineup. Of course, the Yakuza series, Bugsnax. Even if you... Very dope. Dead by Daylight is fun if you're into that type of game. Even Metro Exodus, that's like a good game. Yeah. I'm trying to think of Trials of Mana. I don't remember that one.
It's a like Japanese RPG type thing.
Oh, okay. And then of course you got your Uno, or what's it called? Monopoly Madness. Who doesn't love playing Monopoly? We should play Monopoly one day on the stream.
God no. I hate Monopoly. How dare you? Monopoly is horrible.
It breaks up friendships. No.
Yeah, it really does.
It takes too long.
When we tried to play Monopoly one time back in undergrad? Yeah, it was me, you, Zach.
We probably didn't finish the game.
Ron, a couple of girls that can't even remember their names. You know.
Yeah. Hilarious.
But we tried. Yeah, we didn't complete it from what I remember. And then you remember the time we tried to play Risk, and I was just pitting you guys against each other.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
Was manipulating you fools.
We played it, and then we never played the game again
because you guys got mad at me. Because I was just manipulating you people.
That's hilarious.
I was manipulating you all to kill each other. I still didn't win though, so
I forgot about
flew back on me. But yeah, the lineup I do think is really good. The games are going to be available on August 16th. They will be available to play in the extra and premium tier. There is no indication for any classic games or anything like that. Are you disappointed that we didn't see any like classic games go into the classic category?
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if maybe they're working on just getting more or something
Mhm.
like that? Because it's like, well, I get the new catalogs, but the classics, I'm not too sure like what makes why can't they just keep adding more? But I don't know, maybe it's
Yeah.
some licensing issues or something
It's
like
really
that.
interesting too, like, when they transitioned from PlayStation Now to this PlayStation Premium Plus
Yeah.
tier and stuff, they took away, like, Sly Cooper. Do you remember Sly
Oh
Cooper the
no,
raccoon?
yeah, I
They
love
took
that
that
game.
'cause that was on PlayStation Now, but it's weirdly not on the classic
Huh.
catalog of PlayStation Plus,
Hmm.
Premium, and all that. Like, what happened to that?
Yeah.
That's a Sony-owned game. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it was on PlayStation Now, but now it's not. So they have glaring omissions, like the Metal Gear Solid games. They were on PlayStation Now, but when they got but they didn't survive over to um to this current lineup. So it's like there's plenty of games that they got removed from PlayStation Now during the transition. That makes me wonder, if are they ever going to come back? Like, why wouldn't Sly Cooper come back? Why wouldn't the older? I guess Ratchet and Clank is on the premium. I think Ratchet and
Mhm.
Clank games are on there. But like, what happened to the Metal Gear Solid? What happened
Yeah.
to the Sly
Huh.
Coopers? Why, like, Metal Gear Solid 4? The only place you can play it on is PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 3. So
Huh.
why? What happened to it? Now
Yeah.
there's nowhere unless you have a PlayStation 3 in your back pocket, you can never
Yeah.
play Metal Gear Solid 4 again. You know?
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to fix some issues to be able to play it. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I mean, they on PlayStation Now, the only way to play it was through streaming. Like, that was the only
Well,
way to play a lot of those PlayStation 3 games. So,
oh, I know what happened. They said Kojima's working with Xbox. Take those games
oh
down.
god, they said nope, Kojima, we're done with you. I mean, let's be
Kick him
real.
out the door.
Let's be
Get his
real.
games out of here.
Konami was already done with Kojima. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so, so if anything,
Hilarious.
yeah. But yeah, I do like this lineup though. I'm interested in seeing like how much they grow.
Oh yeah.
All of these games, I hate to say it, all of these games, guess where they're at, and where
Game Pass.
they've been at for a while now. So
Game
Game Pass.
Pass.
So it's like I saw this list and I was like, doesn't do anything for me. Also doesn't do anything to me because I also own all the
Yeah.
Yakuza games. I own Bugsnax. I don't own I might own Dead by Daylight because I think it was like free at one point on through.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Through
so
Epic, I think.
yeah, through Epic. So it's
Yeah.
like I'm not like like none of this. Like, I'm happy that people who don't haven't been able to get Yakuza before have
Mhm.
a chance to play Yakuza. They are very
Yeah.
long games.
Very.
I'm one day I'm going to finish all of them. But there's another Yakuza coming out too.
Oh
God,
boy.
Yakuza
So
8.
long.
It's gonna
Whoa.
Yakuza 8 because 7 was
Okay.
like a dragon.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, not important. But yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited for people to experience these games if they dive into it.
Definitely.
Yeah, maybe I'll dive into Dead by Daylight now. I did not buy Hooked on You yet. I have not gotten Hooked on You yet. The visual novel, the dating visual novel
Yeah.
from Dead
I
by
forgot
Daylight.
that came out.
Yeah, we talked about it last week.
I know. Sorry, I forgot. I forgot. It's funny because for a minute I told you before the podcast that I had gotten a refund on that Typing of the Dead, and now I have the $20. For a minute, I was like, maybe I should buy that Dead by Daylight dating sim.
Yeah,
it's only I can buy it.
It's $10. It's $10.
Then I waited, and now I'm like, oh no, Cult of the Lamb. That's what
Cult
I'm
of the Lamb is probably the better choice.
Yeah, the better choice.
Let's be real. It's probably the better choice.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like we'll see. I'm going to get the dating sim eventually.
Yeah.
This is $10.
Exactly,
what is $10 in the grand scheme of things? Oh, something else I forgot to bring up. Guess what has come to Fall Guys? I meant to put this in the doc. I didn't.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about it now. Guess what came to Fall Guys? You can now get Sonic skins again.
Oh,
because they're bringing back Sonic skins with 2 new additions.
Okay.
You can get Knuckles and Tails.
Nice.
So they have a bundle, Sonic and Knuckles. They have the Sonic and Knuckles bundle, and then they have Eggman and Tails bundle on Fall Guys. So if you're into Fall Guys and you want to get your Sonic on, you can go get it. They look atrocious. Sonic is very fat. The Sonic skin is very fat.
Hilarious.
I'm gonna buy the skins because they look it's Sonic. Like, I don't like Sonic. It's weird. I've never played a Sonic game. but I like the mascot of Sonic.
Yeah, the mascot Sonic. It's cool. How long before Mario comes over, or will it ever?
It probably will. Like, I mean, Fall Guys is on Nintendo. Is on the Nintendo Switch. I wouldn't imagine. I don't. I guess my question would then become, because Fall Guys is now owned by Epic.
Yeah.
Has Mario ever appeared in Fortnite? Has there been any Nintendo characters in Fortnite? I want to say Link and Zelda have appeared in Fortnite.
Link and Zelda were in there, I think. So I don't think Mario's ever been in there.
Let me look this up real quick.
Because then that makes me think, well, if Link and Zelda have been in there, wait till you get a Fall Guy with a sword and shield and a Link hat, and then you get one with Zelda's princess costume or her other costume. I forgot the name.
I don't think.
Oh, Ganondorf costume.
Yeah, Ganondorf. I don't think there's been any. I'm not seeing anything.
Zelda was in Fortnite?
Zelda.
Link, I mean? Link, yeah, I thought they were.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. No.
No?
No.
Oh, I imagine. I dreamed it? No.
I don't know. Like,
I feel like I saw him.
Let me read this article real quick.
How long before
The Legend of Zelda comes to Fortnite with this massive fan-made map? Okay, so that's not. Marvel's already been in there forever, dude. They did like a whole Thanos like season where you can get the Infinity Gauntlet. You can get the
Fall Guys.
Oh, Fall Guys. Oh no.
Oh, get a Thanos costume.
Get a Thanos costume, yeah. Get
a Fall Guys.
Get a Wolverine costume. Can you imagine the little beams?
Yeah, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. Rock running with the little claws. Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Funny. But yeah, like I didn't see anything about Fortnite. I guess we were mistaken about that, but yeah, I didn't see anything about Fortnite having Mario characters or Zelda characters or anything. So maybe Nintendo hasn't done it.
Nintendo's stingy. They're like, no, you can't have our characters.
I've seen mock-ups of like Pokemon and Fall Guys, where it's like a Charizard, a Pikachu, and there was a Mewtwo.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
a Mewtwo costume.
Dude, do you know how much money Fall Guys would make if they did that?
They'd make a lot.
Like,
just license all the likeness or costumes, or
like Pokemon and Fall Guys team up. Boy,
so much.
That would
money.
be the end of it, man. They would be making bank. They wouldn't have to like make another costume pack for like a year, 2 years.
Yeah, I know.
You could just be like, all right, we got the Charizard, we got the Pikachu out. Go get it. So,
oh man, that'd be so cool.
I think it's inevitable. Like something like that's probably going to happen at some point. Like
probably.
I mean, Fall Guys since it's now owned by Epic, it's like sky's the limit, really, with like the IPs. Because like Fortnite, on the Fortnite side, they got like Star Wars, they got Marvel, they even got DC. Like they have like crossovers. Like you can run around as Superman and you can come across a Captain America. So, like,
yeah.
So it's and then come across freaking baby Grogu, little Yodelini.
Yeah,
from the Mandalorian. So
yeah.
So it's like eventually Fall Guys is going to probably be like that. Like I mean, we're already seeing it. Like Sonic. We have the wrestlers like freaking Undertaker. The Undertaker skin was so bad.
It is bad. It's scary.
It's so bad that it's worth looking at.
Yeah, exactly.
I just got the Jungle Book skins too.
I saw that.
I got Baloo. I got the Baloo and Mowgli, the tiger, Sal Khan or something like that.
That guy looks crazy.
He looks high. He looks stoned out of his freaking gore. The skin does.
Kind of weird. I'm like, what the hell?
But yeah, so there's mashups of galore that inevitably are going to happen. But it's Fall Guys. Is there anything that you would want to see, like not specific to the Nintendo or Marvel, but is there any other IPs?
What about? Now I'm trying to think. Oh, what about Yu-Gi-Oh's? One of them with the hair.
God! I mean, we already we had the fighter people, right? Was it Kingdom Fighters people?
Yeah. King of Fighters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get Yu-Gi-Oh. Get
freaking Goku from
Digimon.
Bring
Digimon costumes.
Yeah. Digimon costumes. Dragon Ball Z. Could you imagine a little Piccolo running around? Little Bean Piccolo.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Do you think they could make a Krillin bean, but make Krillin smaller? The Krillin bean smaller.
That'd be hilarious.
I guess that would prove I guess that would probably disrupt sort of the flow of the game because you'd have a small little bean Krillin.
Exactly.
That wouldn't get hit by the yeet hammers and stuff. Anyways.
Get like a mini Gundam wing or something. A little Gundam costume. That'd be cool.
I mean, you can even get just the characters of Hiro and Duro. And I can't remember any of their characters.
Wu Fang. Oh, I remember them. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're saying all these. They're like, we have these in the pipeline. They'll come out eventually.
Tomorrow they're gonna reveal Mario.
Whoa! But of course, they can't say who they're going.
Yeah, they're gonna have Chris Pratt come in. You know, he's doing the voice in the show. They might as well. Anyways, along with the Sonic skins and stuff, there's also a Sonic-centric marathon happening now. And a game type where you have to collect rings. You know, the classic little Sonic rings. I can't remember the name of the course or the course name, but there's a whole marathon. Very easy to do. I'm almost about done with it. Because I think I only have to. You have to make it to like round 3 and then collect a certain amount of coins. So I think that's all I have left to do. But yeah, it's relatively easy. Super, I played for like maybe 45 minutes before Cult of the Lamb went live this morning. And then I immediately jumped to Cult of the Lamb and played that. So, but haven't gone back to finish the Sonic stuff. The perks you get for the like unlockables you get for the marathon stuff aren't that great though. You get like what is that thing where your name tag goes?
Oh yeah, like a battle tag or something.
Yeah, you get a little Sonic background for that. It's just the Sonic head on it and stuff, but not anything cool, not anything great. The packs where you have to pay money for the Sonic is where it's at, but yeah, they're both $20.
Oh wow!
Or no, they're both 1,200 of the coins.
Oh okay, yeah.
What are those coins called? The show coins, whatever the hell they're. Show bucks, yeah. So, which is basically like paying $20 for it, but. Yeah.
But might have to get that Knuckles skin.
Yeah, I want the Knuckles skin. I wish they would have Shadow. That's the one I want. Shadow's the coolest one.
Shadow?
Yeah, Shadow's the coolest one. Like Knuckles, Knuckles tries to be cool, but he's not as cool as Shadow, you know? I mean, I know Knuckles came first, but Shadow's just cool.
Shadow's just a lot cooler.
He just oozes cool. I mean, he had a gun at one point. Come on.
He did. He was shooting people.
He was shooting people. It was like he dropped a hard F bomb.
Yeah.
Did he really?
I remember that.
Did he really? I just made that up. I know he said "damn" and "hell" at some point, but I didn't know if he.
I'm like, whoa, this hedgehog's edgy. Oh no.
Oh my god! Can you imagine? Could you imagine a team up of Conker and Shadow?
Oh, next Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Conker's Bad Fur Day. Shadow's your companion. Yeah. I don't think that would ever happen, but that would be cool.
Never.
Maybe in Fortnite we'll see a Conker and we'll see there probably is already a Shadow in Fortnite, but
probably maybe
we'll see a Conker. Maybe. When are we gonna get into the Conker game? I want a Conker game. I want another one. Give it to me.
I know. I don't know. Isn't that up to Rare? I think.
I mean, you know who owns Rare? Microsoft.
Oh, well,
come on, Microsoft! Give us some damn freaking Conker. Even my dog wants it.
Exactly. She's like, yeah, Conker.
Conker, give it to me. Give me that squirrel. All right. Anyways, Elle, take it away.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the Respawn Please podcast. You can catch us live stream the podcast every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's 8 p.m. Eastern. If you miss out on the live version, that's okay. You can catch the video version on our YouTube at Respawn Please podcast. Just type that in the search bar there. Also, the audio version is available everywhere you can get podcasts. So Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, everywhere. Make sure you rate, review, and follow us because that really helps the podcast reach out to new listeners. Also, make sure you follow the podcast on social media at Instagram and TikTok. It's at Respawn Please Podcast. And on Twitter, it's at Respawn_Please. Also, lastly, make sure to visit our website, respawnplease.com, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, I always forget that.
Respawnplease.com.
Respawnplease.com, where we have reviews of games that we're currently playing or older games and podcast stuff. And more things to come.
Indeed. And starting in September.
Big announcement.
Yeah. Starting in September, we are going to be moving away from Twitch to stream on YouTube.
They just ended the stream. No.
Twitch just shut us down. I think we're far too small for that. But yeah, we're going to be moving over to YouTube for September just to experiment with things to see.
Yep.
See if there's different avenues we could potentially grow in and stuff.
Yep.
But we are going to be on Twitch until the end of August. So our last day of August will be the 25th. So 2 weeks from now. Our first September will be the 1st of September. So
nice.
Remember the 1st of September. Isn't it the 5th of November or something like that?
Yeah, the 5th of November.
Anyways.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah, so remember the 1st of September. That's when we jump onto YouTube. All right. Anyways, thank you all so much for joining us.